special legacy here to abolish nuclear weapons, because I really believe that it's a very, very crucial, important thing. And we've got the reason, the time and the season. So let's come together, people, right to now, and share the love, heart and soul, heart and soul.
I was a naval officer. I spent my adult life in submarines. I commanded a nuclear submarine, an attack submarine in the Pacific from 1988 to 91 during the Cold War. My office was in a basement, underneath everything, in a vault, and I would get all of this top secret message traffic. This was when Gorbachev was kidnapped. The coup was taking place in Moscow. Nobody knew what was going on. But at that moment, in my heart of hearts, I said, ooh, this Cold War that we have been involved in for my entire adult life is over. And there's 1,800 contractors and vendors that make components for that weapon system. That decision was the worst of the military, corporate, congressional complex that we're living under today. And that just makes me mad. And it made me so mad that I went to ground zero and turned into an activist.
Is a threat of use of nuclear weapons.
Yes, we all know it's very difficult when you talk about nuclear weapons to get anybody out or to get anybody interested. What that means, in effect, to us as a human family, there's a certain responsibility for us to take what we know and to walk with it. How do we enter into dialogue with those about us? Not to become polarized.
Probably more resistance taking place within the US. I get that sense. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Against your own government and the kind of the empire that comes with that kind of style of looking at security in that way. I'm not sure I understand what you're asking me.
I look at the United Kingdom, I look at what's going on here, where at least the awareness of what we're dealing with the replacement of the Trident and nuclear weapons, the awareness and the understanding is much higher than it is in the United States.
This isn't a UK problem, it's not just a US problem, it's not just a problem for Russia or for France, that these are common problems and we have to have an analysis across our national boundaries that might help us understand what's happening internationally. One of the things I feel about the US is that you're either bashing yourselves over the head because you feel you're all terrible as Americans, or you feel you're all great. And I would just want to say to you, you're just like the rest of us.
Unlike many of my seasoned colleagues here, this is my first time doing any sort of action like this. Your Honor, I'm therefore keenly aware of the need to protect and safeguard our country. However, the past 10 years, especially since 9/11, have shown that it is time to embrace a new paradigm of strength through peace. My action, our action, on August the 6th, embodied my conviction that, as Gandhi said, we must be the change that we hope for in this world. Together with my brothers and sisters in this courtroom today, I hope for a new day when we will not ever consider the mass destruction of other humans as a means to solve our problems. I firmly believe that such a transformation is possible. What an honor it is to stand before you today, for in this courtroom today could be the beginning of a profound sea change in how our society views and treats peace actions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Going down Jericho Road is about his effort to try to build a coalition of poor people, of workers, of people of color, of the student movement and the peace movement all together. And he really saw a merging of all of the movements, and the peace movement was really at the heart of it, as well as the civil rights. He organized this into what he called the Poor People's Campaign in 1968. to go directly to government and challenge the entire economic structure of our society, saying particularly that the redistribution of wealth is fundamental, that something's wrong with the way wealth is distributed in American capitalism. This is the story of King that people mostly don't know. And they hear the I Have a Dream speech, but what is the dream? We need to reclaim the dream. The dream is not equal opportunity American capitalism and Coca-Cola. The dream is about an end to racism, poverty, and war. And King saw those things as totally interconnected.
Before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my